Hi, welcome to my YouTube video of my amazing original condition Ford Capri. The car will be going up for sale on Piston Heads, Car and Classics and possibly eBay the end of April, beginning of May 2014. It's a deregistered 1st of August 1986 car. I purchased it from new, so it's a one owner. It's 28 years old this year. I purchased the car from Doherty's of Runcorn, Ford dealer. Take you for a walk around the car, show you a general view of it, and then I'll give you some more facts. Like I said, the car's had one owner from new, myself. It's had one driver, myself, and one person's ever serviced it and maintained it all its life. That's me. The only exception to the servicing is the first 3 services, which are carried out by the Ford main dealer, Quicks of Ashton. That's my local dealer. Basically, that was to keep the warranty going from Ford's. The car is unrestored. It's not welded, it's not painted. It's as the day I bought it. The mileage has done 6,866 miles. It's finished in metallic mineral blue, which was £125 extra on the invoice that I've got at home. You can see that. It's the original invoice, obviously. It's a 5-speed manual gearbox. And that's it really. So I'm going to show you panel by panel around the car and some of the amazing features. Well, I think they're amazing anyway. Like I said, the car has not been restored. I'll start off on the rear driver's panel. There's absolutely no marks on that panel at all. Underneath, the first 3 days I purchased the car, I didn't use it. The car was undersealed by myself everywhere. Not only the chassis, all the components were undersealed as well. And there's no rust on any of them. The chassis rails were cavity sealed, and the bottoms, the inside bottom of the doors were cavity sealed as well. There's no rust anywhere. Anyway, we'll carry on with the rear wing. Yeah, absolutely nothing on the rear wing. Show you inside the petrol flap. Any funny colour there you can see on the hinge, that's grease. Right, this car has been run on full 4-star leaded fuel all its life. I mean, old school 4-star leaded. It's not had lead replacement, it's not had lead additives, 4-star leaded. It's been a struggle to get it, a bit. Well, it's a real struggle now, but yeah, there's been probably about 10 places within 50 miles of where I live, and I've got it all the time. The car's full. I've got a full tank of 4-star leaded fuel in it now. Totally unfriendly to the environment. Right, we'll go on to the tyres. Original RS alloys, not been refurbed, as they are. Goodyear Grand Prix S tyres, the original tyres, with about 7mm on. All the tyres are the same. None of them have ever had a puncture. Say loads of tread on them. Well, 7mm, they must be nearly new. They've never gone down, so I'd really go as far to say as they've got the original air in the tyres. It's got the original weights on, the original valves and the original dust caps. They've got Ford locking wheel nuts on them, which I purchased on the invoice that you can see, the original invoice, they're still on, everything's still on them. All 4 tyres are the same. Never gone down. Driver's door, not a mark on it, absolutely nothing. Front driver's wing, not a mark on the wing at all. Same as the last alloy on the tyre, no sidewall cracking, which you would expect on rubbers of 28 years old, rubber components on a car of 28 years old. There's nothing on them. The wipers and wiper blades are the original wiper blades that were on the car. Absolutely nothing on them. The car has been garaged all its life. All the 28 years I've owned it, it's been garaged. Anything you can see there on the hinge, that's grease. It's not it's no rust or damage or anything. The sills are absolutely unmarked. I'm going to try and show you underneath the door. There's the door. Even the nuts and bolts have got the same finish that they came from the factory in Germany from. I don't know if you can see that properly. That's underneath the door. There's not a mark on the door. Try and show you the sills. There's absolutely not a mark on it all the way down. It's pretty much the same. It's the same all the way around the vehicle, to be honest. It's got tinted windows, which were on the car originally, and the original spec of the car. The bonnet, nothing. On the wing here, I don't know if you can see it, there's a minuscule stone chip there. So tiny you can't see it really. Front of the car, unmarked. There's nothing wrong with it. No cracks, chips on the headlights or nothing. That's the company I bought it from, Daughters of Runcorn. Front valance is as I bought it. Again, nothing on the front valance. All them little joins where it joins onto the thing, onto the wing. There's absolutely nothing. It's sealed inside. It's got the original electric aerial that was on the car, fully working. Again, passenger front wing, nothing. Same as all the other tyres, absolutely. Well, brand new Grand Prix S tyres, Goodyears. Same valves, like I said before, everything. Roof. Don't know if you can see that, that's the best I can do. It's got a tilt sliding sunroof, metal sunroof, fully working. Nothing on it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Again, passenger door, absolutely immaculate. Rear passenger wing, immaculate again. Nothing. There's nothing I can really expand on the condition of the car. It's absolutely as I bought it. Let's try and show you the under the door again. there's not a stone chip on that sill anywhere. Show the interior. It's standard laser interior. Seats, no marks, no rips. Obviously with 6,000 miles you wouldn't expect anything. Basically it's a 6-month-old vehicle that's been garaged for 6 months and looked after and loved for 6 months. It's got the original radio cassette fully working. Again, wipers, original wipers, wiper blades, no marks, nothing wrong with them, not cracked. Nothing on the tailgate. I'll show you the underneath of the car a little bit. I don't know if you can, if that's coming up on the camera. All I can see is myself lying on the floor. Anyway, I'll try and show you underneath a bit where the underseal is. All the components were under seal. I've done the springs, the back axle, the diff. OCD is a terrible disease. Right, I'm going to show you inside the boot. I think I've got some details in there as well. Yeah, underneath the bonnet there, it's absolutely nothing. All the goo at the back is the wax that it left the factory in. Shock absorber mounts, absolutely nothing. Front slam panel, nothing. Again, all the wax that it left the factory with. One thing I'd like to point out now, about 10 years ago, I replaced the flexible brake fluid pipes, 2 at the front and 1 at the back. I only partly fastened the union down there on. Got in the car, I wasn't driving, I got in the car, put my foot on the brake pedal went to the floor, fluid squirted on the inner wing a little bit, I wiped it immediately, it took the surface paint off just round the union. Obviously it's not lacquered, Fords don't lacquer the inside, it took the paint off immediately. It didn't take the undercoat off or the primer, painted it immediately, but anyway, yeah, these things happen. Yeah, it's not been welded or rebuilt or anything like that. I'll start it up for you. Car starts first time all the time. It's absolutely spot on. Right, I'm going to tell you a few things about the interior now. Right, you can see the mileage, 6,867. It's gone up a mile. Right, you'll notice the tachometer's not working. About 4 or 5 times in its lifetime the tachometer's gone weird. It's gone up, right, round, back, round, down, up and down, all over the place. It's gone haywire. And then it stopped working. I've contacted the Capri Club and Capri Laser website. There's 3 areas that it could be. It could be distributor and coil related. I don't think it's that, because I've changed all the distributor parts, not the distributor, but the distributor parts, condenser points, rotor arm, dizzy cap and coil with Motorcraft items, and it didn't work. I changed them all back to the originals, it still doesn't work. Another problem it could be is there's a voltage regulator on the back of the dash. I thought it might be that. Well, that would stop it working, but as all the other dials work perfectly, just put my seat forward, as all the other dials work perfectly, we've ruled that out. I'll just show you that the other dials work. I'll put the lights on and you can see the amp meter thing. Yeah. On again. Yeah, the amp meter works. Oil pressure, give it a blip. See it going up. Fuel gauge working perfectly, it's on its way up. Full tank of 4-star leaded, like I said. All the buttons work with the heater and everything works. Like I say, it's got the original radio with the electric aerial. Headlining, no marks on it at all. Anyway, the tachometer. I think if you take on one of the websites, on the Capri Club International magazine, they've told you a way to actually find out what it is. If you take the terminal off the coil, off the positive side, I think it's the number 15, you put an amp meter on it, a voltage meter, it should read, with the ignition on, it should read 6. Definitely not more than 9. Mine reads 12.6, I think it said. Yeah. So what they're saying is, in the wiring loom at the back here, there's a resistor. It comes in the form of a thick grey wire. But you have to take all the insulation tape off to find the resistor. And that's it really. A couple of more things about the car. The car's not been washed since 2011. I haven't polished it today. This is the way it is. The time before that it was washed in about 1999, and the time before that 1989. So in like 24 years it might have been washed 3 times. It's never seen a salty road in its life. Oh, some things. It's probably had about 4 exhaust, just mild steel exhaust in its lifetime, 4 or 5 mild steel exhaust. And the same with the batteries. It's probably had 4 batteries, I think, 3 or 4 batteries, but they're all Motorcraft batteries, and it's a Motorcraft battery that's on. Also, there's probably about £500 to £800 worth of Ford Multicraft parts, all brand spanking new boxed. All service items, all boxed, are going with the car as well. The car's had 13 MOTs in its lifetime. It's not been MOT'd every year. I haven't taken it. It's had 13 MOTs. I've got all the 13 MOTs it's had. It's not MOT'd at the moment. I'll MOT it before the sale, or if anybody's interested in the car, they can come down and we'll go and MOT it together. We'll go to a Ford dealer or whatever you want, MOT it, you can have a look underneath it. It's absolutely nothing. As I don't know if I mentioned it, all the bulbs in the car are the original bulbs. No bulbs have ever blown on this car. Regarding road tax, there's no road tax on the car, but I'll tell you something like this, I think it's a bit amazing anyway. In the 28 years it's been registered with the DVLA from new, it's only been taxed for 4.5 years. So there they are. So that's pretty much the first 4 years it was taxed. I taxed it. It wasn't taxed again. The next time it was taxed was in 2011, and that was for 6 months. So it's had 23.5 years with no road tax on it, and it's not been used. Obviously, people think just because you've got a car that you don't use, that's it. Yeah, it takes a lot of looking after this car. Brake wise, it takes a lot of looking after. Starting up. Last year the calipers were sticking a bit, so it's had new calipers on the front. I didn't give the brake company the old calipers back. I've kept the original calipers, which is a place in Rochdale near me where you can send your calipers off or give them to them, and they'll recondition them and give you your own calipers back. So if you really want the original calipers, yeah, that's it. Anyway, that's my car. Like I said, it's on Car and Classics, Piston Heads, and probably eBay. The end of April, beginning of May 2014. There's the original tyre. It's never been used at all. It's got the sticker on, Grand Prix S Goodyear. And there's the wheel brace. It's never been used.